Cancun. There at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, I met up with Chef John Gray. Okay, John, so these are very wonderful exotic dishes, and I'm going to get to taste them all even before you show us how to cook them. So why don't you tell me what I'm going to be trying here?
Well, you should probably start with these since this is a little bigger plate. This is a duck that we've done. We've roasted it, and like we described earlier, we just made it with the sauce of chipotle peppers, the tequila, and the honey. A little bit spicy, eh?
Yeah, that's good. It won't burn anybody out. It's really tasty, though. I like the flavor of that duck.
Yeah, subtle's important when you're working with chilies. You don't want to scare anybody.
You don't want to overwhelm the dish, that's for sure. Okay,
then we have the roasted salmon with the pasilla chilies and smoked tomatoes.
Okay, these are little strips of pasillas, I can tell that. Okay. That's really different.
Maybe try, this is like a potato chip. It's the crispy plantain. You can just try a piece of that. It's nice and sweet.
You guys do things right here at the Ritz, I'll tell you. That's wonderful.
And this is our traditional Tixin-Xic. We've served it in like a Mexican clay charola. And you just make it like a taco. Just take a little bit of this and some of the guacamole if you like, and a little tomato and cilantro salsa.
Yeah, some pico de gallo. That'll work. A little bit of this. Ah, that's going to be beautiful. You just roll it up.
Yeah, just like a taco.
There you go. This is a soft taco.
And this is mild again, not very spicy. A little bit of the roasted Tixin-Xic peppers.
I forgot to put some of those on it. Let me get some of those. I completely forgot about those.
And this is a
I
good
can't
dish.
decide which one I like the best, I tell you. It's wonderful.
Well, the Tixin-Xic is probably the most
messy,
fun.
but wonderful.
That's what it's all about.
Great. Good job.
Glad you enjoyed everything.
Here's how John and I prepared the Tixin-Xic. First, John prepared the red achiote marinade, which is made from a paste consisting of annatto seeds, oregano, and garlic. This is a very simple blender recipe. Adding the achiote paste, 2 ounces of lemon juice, orange juice, preferably bitter orange, a little white vinegar, 2 large cloves of fresh garlic, a ½ cup of water, and some slices of onion, and a little salt.
Once you have all these ingredients into the blender, we're just going to blend this until everything is combined together, and then we're going to marinate the fish in this mixture. Just for about 3 minutes.
Here is the beautiful color of the finished marinade. We poured it over the fish to marinate it for several hours, then continued the cooking process outside on the grill along the aqua blue shores of Mexico's Caribbean.
Well, we have our fish ready, Dave. We've taken our marinade that I made before with the achiote.
Right,
And then we simply layered the fish with some of the very thin slices of onion, fresh tomatoes, and the Tixin-Xic pepper. And what we're doing, we're laying this on the banana leaves to protect it from the fire a little bit so that it doesn't actually burn the fish, because we just want it almost to kind of steam in the banana leaves.
Okay, did you catch this red snapper by yourself?
Well, it wasn't me. It was one of our friends probably, but it wasn't me.
Okay, let me help you with these banana leaves here, because I know you're...
We'll take this bottom layer, and I'll just lay it onto the barbecue, and then you're going to put all the banana leaves over the top of it.
Okay, sounds like a wiener.
You just kind of pile them on. We don't have to
pile them on. It's not have to be neat.
It's kind of a steamy. We're just going to kind of let it. See what it'll do. It'll catch all the heat, and it'll work kind of like a pressure cooker, so to speak, keeping all the heat from the bottom up, and it'll cook it actually from the top down rather than what you would believe with just the heat coming from the bottom.
Almost like a giant tamal.
Exactly. And we're going to leave this for approximately 20 minutes per pound. And fish is a little deceiving. This is actually a 7-pound fish, so it's one of the larger ones. But if you make smaller pieces, you can just figure it about 20 minutes per pound.
Now, do we need to cover this with something else, or will the banana leaves do it?
No, this will be fine just like this. You'll see after a while the banana leaves are going to start to cook a little bit, maybe smoke, and add another flavor to the Tixin-Xic also. This is very popular here in the Yucatan. And normally it can be cooked underground, but not everybody can dig a hole in their backyard, so we'll do it in a grill.
But if you have a beach, you could do it.